we are on our family vacation, and we got the chance to meet who I guess they're calling the godfather of the JW Marriott.
The legend.
Marco Island.
JC, get it right. He's a legend.
Yeah, he is a legend. He was introduced to us as a legend of this island right here. Mr. Jack, how are you doing?
Oh, wait, look.
Come on, Jack.
Legend.
Well, hey, I'm doing good, and thank you for the applause.
Absolutely, sir.
Now remember, we're at the JW Marriott.
That's it.
What's your last name, Jack?
Marriott.
Jack Wert. Right?
Jack Wert.
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 Worked.
Wert.
UERT.
Is that what?
Just like on the keyboard.
Is that what the JW stands for, sir?
Well, sure it
Wow. You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
We're
amazing.
putting all that together.
How does one become a legend, Jack?
Sticking around a long time.
Okay.
That's
Right,
how
okay.
it works.
Okay.
Outlasting everybody else. That's what you do.
How many years, to be exact?
Just about 20 years I've been here in the Naples area. And then actually before that, I was up in the Orlando area and started and ran a tourism bureau up there as well.
Wow.
And you were here when this was not such a big hotel like it is, or resort like it is now, correct, sir?
Yeah, the last 20 years, it's been about the size it is right now.
Okay,
But
okay.
it has quite a history on this island.
Please.
In
Really?
fact, this property
Yes.
was the original hotel on the island. And so Marco Island was developed by the Mackle brothers. They were
Shout
just
out.
geniuses in real estate sales. They sold this island all over the U.S. And you can really tell when you're in various cities and people look at our logo and say, Naples, Marco Island, if they pick out Marco Island, the Mackle brothers were in their town and they probably sold property to their grandfather. And that's how these the younger people are now experiencing and really discovering Marco Island because they came here as kids.
Yeah.
And now they are bringing their kids here. It's really
I can't
cool.
believe I'd never heard of it. I'm almost embarrassed to tell you that. But before we decided to come down here, I really hadn't. But now I'm like, how had I not heard of this?
That's why we're
Because this
here,
is
right,
So
Jack?
beautiful.
Well, and you're absolutely right. We have you here so we can tell lots of other folks and all of your followers about this great place that we call paradise.
So what attracted you 20 years ago to this area? What was it about it that made you want to come over here and have these visions that you've had for this hotel?
Well, I guess the first thing was I had kind of been here before. I never had driven here, though. I always arrived here by boat.
Awesome.
So we would take vacations up and down the west coast of Florida, stopping at different marinas, and we pull into the marina in Naples and stay for several days. And so, but I had some friends here, and I told them, if that tourism job ever opens up there, I sure
Sign
would
you
like
up.
it. And so, by golly, it did. I got recruited, and I'm here, and I'm here to stay. by
Yeah,
golly.
buddy.
Now, I don't know if are you much of a party animal now? Because I can look at you and tell you've probably done some keggers back in the day. So,
Are you
tell me-
asking Jack if he did keg stands?
Yeah. I can,
Okay.
Tell me about some good party stories from you. I want to hear all about being a legend and what it's like.
Well, you got to party.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You got to be serious.
Yeah.
You got to make friends. You got to make sure that the law enforcement knows who you are.
Right.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
yeah. Got
You
that.
got to know that.
Yeah.
part.
In a good way, right?
In a
Jack?
darn good way.
Friends.
Absolutely right.
Friends.
Yeah, you just might need that
Okay.
get out of trouble card.
Okay,
You know?
all right.
Being
You
in the
never know.
business for 20 years, I bet you have so many great stories to share and tell. But which one is your favorite story to tell?
Well, certainly here on Marco Island, I got the opportunity to meet the original front desk clerk from the property before it was a Marriott.
Right.
Whoa.
And so Bob's his name. He actually still is around on the island.
Okay,
here.
Bob. And
Cool.
desk clerks know all the gossip.
They know everything.
They are. Yeah.
So Bob's job was the Mackle brothers had their own airplane. They were flying people down here to see the island firsthand. So they'd fly into the Marco Island airport. Bob would go out and pick them up in the station wagon, bring them back check them into the hotel, and carry the bags to the room.
Oh
That's
my
that
God.
service right
I
there.
know.
How about that for a full
Chauffeur
service?
Bob was
hat,
doing
front
everything.
desk hat, then the bellman's hat.
That's it.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Did it all. Absolutely did it
You
all.
fly the plane.
So we did not fly the plane.
Gotcha.
At least that's part of the story I
okay,
never heard.
okay,
That
okay.
could be, absolutely. But yeah, that's this hotel was originally, I think it was the Marco Island Resort. Was very much smaller than it is today. It has grown and grown and grown. When Marriott took it over, they really grew it into what you're beginning to see today. And there has been a continued investment in this property, and you can just see it.
Yeah.
This whole South Tower where we are right now was completely demolished and rebuilt as you see it right now. Some of the best meeting facilities you'll find anywhere. This particular tower is actually an all-adult tower.
Yeah, I know. We're on the all-adult side.
Yes.
How about that?
There's a family side, but
you
we're on the party
know.
side.
That's
You
right.
know.
Yeah. So, and a lot of people like that. You know, they like to travel with their kids, but when they want to travel, just the two of them, they just as soon not have the kids around.
Exactly.
So that's one of the great reasons that this property has really flourished the way it has.
I love your answer to Justin's question about who's your favorite person or your favorite memory. And I know there's been very important people that have stopped by this hotel and maybe some celebrities, but your favorite has been Bob. I love that answer, that it's just a man that has a lot of history with this building.
Yeah.
I got
Like
that.
yourself.
sweet.
And if that was the work ethic from the guy who was here from the beginning, you can definitely see it in all the staff members here because they are just so kind and courteous and just ready to help us.
Passionate,
Yeah, just ready to
welcoming.
help us.
Yeah.
And Bob carried that all the way on.
Jack, are you at the hotel every day?
No, I don't get here every day.
Not every day?
But the staff reminds me when I haven't been here because really our
Where's Jack?
Yeah, right. Where's Jack? Exactly. It's really the fact that we have all of Collier County. So that's Naples. You're going to definitely see some of Naples while you're here. There's Marco Island. Then we also have the whole western part of the Everglades here in our county. So this area is actually the largest landmass county in the state of Florida.
Wow.
So and the wonderful thing about it is 80% of the whole county is in preserved land. It'll never get developed. We want it to stay that way. We want people to come here, obviously, and experience that wonderful ecotourism, if you will, those experiences, but kind of leave it untouched, if you will, for future generations, because it is such a unique part of Florida.
How do you keep
in
the
our history.
temperature so good? I mean, it's like 70 degrees every day here. I read
At
75
least.
degrees.
Yeah.
It's like perfect every day.
Well, of course it is. That's why we call it paradise.
Yes,
Okay.
it really is paradise.
And the beaches are white. Why? Where's the sand coming from?
Actually,
Hold on, Jack. We're gonna pause and just think about that question.
Yeah.
Where did the sand come from?
Right. Well, it's white sand, and sand's usually brown.
I mean, it's different in different areas, right?
So why is the sand white?
It's not artificial, is it, Jack?
so first
You
of all,
put
you're
coloring on
absolutely-
your sand,
that
Jack.
really is the difference between the west coast of Florida and the east coast. East coast does have the browner sand. On
Shout
our
out.
side, we have this white sand. It's unique to our area, and actually it goes pretty much all the way up the coast, even into the Panhandle. You'll see some beautiful white sand beaches. Most recently, we have actually been mining the sand that we put on the beach because Mother Nature, when a big storm comes, it takes that sand away.
Steals it.
It's offshore, but we can't go get it. You have
Got
to
you.
get
say-
permits to go get that stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely. And so about 15 years ago, we would go up to Captiva Island up in the Fort Myers area. We might get the sand out of there, put it on barges, bring it down here, pump it to the beach, and then spread it out.
So you guys literally bring sand to the beach.
So that
We
was not a
absolutely
dumb
do.
question.
That was a smart question,
Justin.
Justin.
But
You thinking I'm dumb and I'm not. I know I'm not.
now, absolutely, I agree with
Thank
you.
you, Chad.
What's interesting is now, that was a very expensive process to
bet.
bring it all down. We have now discovered we have mines in the eastern part of this county that we can mine sand.
Sand
there.
mines?
And you will, and the reason is all of this area was really covered with water at
Yeah.
one time. This was part of the sea. Well, as it receded, it left the sand inland. So now we're mining the sand inland. We're using local companies and local trucks to bring it to the beach, and so the money stays here in Collier County.
That's so cool. What kind of wildlife can we look forward to seeing out here, Jack?
Oh gosh, you're going to see everything imaginable. When you get out on an airboat ride, you're going to see alligators. You might even see crocodiles.
Have you ever wrestled-
This is the one place that they cohabitate.
Have you ever
What's the
wrestled one?
difference?
I have definitely not wrestled.
You think I could?
Oh boy.
I could
Here
take
we
one
go.
on.
Yeah.
I could take one on.
Of course you could.
Yeah, right, Jack? Thank you.
Good. Yeah.
What's the difference between a crocodile and an alligator?
The crocodiles are actually meaner.
Okay.
They have a much more pointed snout, so you can tell the difference. It's a blunted snout on the alligators, so you can tell the difference. But there are many more alligators. This happens
cool.
to be the season when the little ones are hatching
Oh, baby.
out, and they're eggs.
They make cool noises,
Baby
don't they?
gators?
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Cool
What-
boots too.
And the mothers are very, very protective.
Of
Good
course.
to know.
Your airboat operators will tell you that they'll stop and they'll point that out, but they won't disturb mom because mom gets upset when they get close to the little ones.
You have an airboat, don't you, Jack?
I do not, but I know a pretty couple
You
of
could
good
drive-
friends
go-
that do
okay.
that.
Perfect.
And
That's
that's
what you
the
need.
best
Have a
way
friend.
to go boating, right?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
on somebody else's boat.
Somebody
Yes.
else's boat.
Always have a
Yes.
friend with a boat. Always have a friend with a pool.
You
bet.
Always have a
Yeah.
friend that has a hotel as well. That's what we
Right.
learned.
Have you seen a mermaid yet?
I have not seen a mermaid.
Okay.
Yet.
'Cause
Yeah.
there was a TikTok video of people seeing mermaids, and so I'm kind of excited to see one.
See, don't believe everything you say.
Okay. Maybe that was a dumb question.
Tell me about the pickleball championships. Do you know anything about that?
I do, yes.
What is it, first of all? I
It's
don't
like
even know.
tennis, isn't it?
Pickleball is a kind of cross between table tennis
Okay.
and maybe badminton.
Okay.
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 It's played on a court a little smaller than a tennis court,
Okay.
and it uses an actual paddle
All right.
and more of a wiffle ball than a tennis ball.
okay.
So it really was kind of designed early on for people that didn't. Well, they had played tennis and they got
Mobility
tennis
went away a
elbow,
little
they
bit,
got
yeah.
the knees, whatever. Much smaller court, and people really truly enjoy it.
Jack,
Thanks for telling me the deal on that.
nice. I read somewhere
Bill, I got it.
pickleball was one of the fastest growing sports in our country in the last 2 years.
It is absolutely true.
That's why
Yes.
you're seeing all those courts popping up everywhere.
We have our facility here in East Naples in our community park there. We have 54 courts.
Wow.
And we are the host site for the U.S. Pickleball Championships every year in April. Wow. So they were just here in April. We had about 2,200 athletes here
Wow.
registered for the show. They were here for an entire week. Really, really exciting to see. And it's become an all-age sport.
Are
In
they-
fact, the Pro Tour, they're young. They're
Yeah, yeah.
in their 20s.
Do they
Making-
have
making
the
good money.
pickleball athletes have pickleball groupies? Like girls
Oh,
that follow
yeah,
the
you
pickleball
bet.
players around?
Yeah,
There
that's
are.
right.
Hey, baby.
We might have to start playing that sport.
I've
Yeah,
never
I never
played.
played.
Me neither.
Yeah. How's Justin wanted to know, Speedo's welcome on the beach?
Yes. And is there a nude beach?
There's not a nude beach that I know about. Speedos are allowed, but most of the time that's how we identify our international visitors.
Hey.
No.
Our European people that unfortunately
love to work.
have
They
not
enjoy
had a
it. They-
chance to come because
And
of,
Alan Evans.
the
Yeah.
awful times we've been through. But they'll be back. And
Right.
those are the Speedos, yes.
Oh, man.
They're coming back.
Well, Jack is one of those dudes you could literally spend an entire day talking to
could.
because
I
you
know.
have so many awesome stories. I feel like you should become like a part of the show, Jack.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah, just come on in here, talk a couple times on that microphone, have some fun.
All right.
You're gonna hang out with us today?
Absolutely.
You are.
That'd be awesome.
All right.
Now, Jack, do you have an Instagram or TikTok? How can we?
No, I
can
don't
we
do
follow
that
you?
stuff.
You know.
No. See, when you work for a public organization
Yeah.
like ours, you don't do that stuff.
There you go, Jack.
So
Smart
if we want,
man.
if
Smart
we want to
man.
meet Jack, you got to come out here to Marco
You
Island.
got
That's
to come out here,
Just ask for Jack.
or downtown Naples,
Yeah.
or Everglades City. Yeah,
Yeah, just ask for Jack.
get all
Everybody
around.
knows Jack.
yeah. What's your home address? Give it out.
North Naples. How's
There
that?
you go. There you go.
Jack, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come out here
a
and talk to
legend.
us.
Everybody.
Yes,
A legend. Legendary.
My man, Jack.